لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. So, my brothers, we are going to try to finish in a few minutes. So I would ask your kind attention, please. We are, first of all, I'd like just to make dua and ask Allah Azza to give you reward. I'm waiting for you. Brother Aziz, I'm waiting for you. Let's come. So at the beginning, inshallah, we ask Allah Azza to reward all of you and to make it easy for us to seek knowledge. As we mentioned before, it's a time of jihad. It's a kind of jihad, right? Kind of jihad, as he actually said subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah, in this surah talking about Surah At-Tawbah, about the believers. He has divided them into two groups. He said one group, they should go and fight for the cause of Allah Azza wa Jalla and defend Islam by their souls, and the other group, they should go and defend Islam by their knowledge and seeking knowledge. فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ مِّنْهُمْ طَائِفَةٌ لِيَتَفَقَّهُوا فِي الدِّينِ وَلِيُنذِرُوا قَوْمَهُمْ إِذَا رَجَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَحْذَرُونَ. So that's why it's so difficult. As I told you, it's not something easy to come to masjid, to sit down, to something difficult. It needs kind of patience, right? So, and sometimes we say, what would I do with this knowledge? I don't need it. But actually, you know, because this is the deen of Allah Azza. He commanded us to preserve it and to send it to others, right? Otherwise, Sahaba, not all of them, they were having money, but they, subhanAllah, studied these questions. Not all of them, they were business people, but they studied these questions and they narrated and they related that to others and they shared with the whole ummah, right? So if you only care about the point that we need in our life, the knowledge will be gone, right? Because how much knowledge do we need to handle our life every day? Muslims live, right? So we need to give some time and attention to this knowledge. Just to cut to the chase, we just are going to continue. We finished last time the Zakat al-Ibil. Zakat al-Ibil, the Zakat that should be given if somebody has camels. And we said before, what is the minimum amount or you can say minimum number of camels that if you have, you would have to pay Zakat?
40.
No. But it's okay because it's okay to forget, yeah. If you have 5 camels, now you start the threshold, the nisab. Before 5 camels, no zakat. 5 camels, how much yani zakat?
1 sheep.
1 sheep. Perfect. MashaAllah. Have 10 camels? 2 sheep. 15? 3 years, right? Okay. 24. خلاص. Until now, 24. 24, you have 24 camels, still 4. Still 4. Once you reach 25, now you start giving something. Once you actually have 25, now you have to give 1 camel. But she camel, not he camel. She camel. If you have 25 camels, now you have to leave sheep alone and go to the camels itself. To give from 25 to give 1 camel, she camel, right? Which has 1 year old, which is 1 year old, huh? Not less than 1 year, 1 year old. More, it's okay, sadaqah, but not less than 1 year. Okay, from 25 till 36, 25, 26, same, until 35, same. You have 36, now you have to give 1 she camel that has 2 years. At least 2 years. Right? So 25, you give 1 she camel, which has only 1 year old. Till, let me ask you, you have 30 camels. How many? 1. has 1 year old still. Until you have 36. 35 still the same, like 25. 36, now you have to give one she camel, which is 2 years old.
No more sheep. Just one is
خلاص.
coffee.
No sheep. Sheep is gone. Sheep until 25, yes, until 24. 25, now you start, moving to the category of camels. From 36 to 46. Once you get 46, right, have to give what? Have to give hiqqa. Hiqqa, which is she camel, which is 3 years old. She is 3 years old, she camel. Okay. And from 46 to 60, the same. From 46 to 60, same. 61, you have to give one she camel, which has 4 years old. Easy.
Why are we going on the age of the camel? Does it matter?
Yeah, of course it matters.
How?
Yeah, because camels now you actually feed them. You imagine you feed these camels for one more year. So how much feed?
Is it that the camel is gonna have
Of
babies
course,
or-
of course. Normal, and this she camel, right?
Yeah.
So, and also she's able now to produce, right? She's a mother now, not a baby anymore, right? She's a mother now. She can produce. She can get pregnant, right? Okay. From 61, right? Until 61. From 61, right, till 75. Once it becomes from 61 to 75, have to give jad'a. Jad'a means what? We said have 4 years old. We call it good jad'a, right? Hadith, and Hadith said that. Imagine these details are not from the scholars and their minds. No, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that. So his mind was not only focusing on things which are known among Muslims. He was also giving us the guidance what to do if you have this kind of special money in form of camels, right? He said you have to give that. قال فإذا بلغت 61 إلى 75 ففيها جذعة. Subhanallah. So جذعة means what? You said 4 years old. Okay. Now from 76, once you get 70 to 76, now you would move to the numbers. You have to give 2 she camels, not 1, 2 she camels from 76 to
every year.
Yeah. So until 75, same. 1 she camel, 4 years old. From 76, right, until 91, until 90, because 91 is something else. From 76 until 90, so you have to give 2 she camels,
1 year.
2 years. 2 she camels, 2 she camels, right? This is actually we call it bint laboon. Bint laboon. This is 2 she camels, right? Which is 2 years old. 2 years old, right? You got it now?
Each
Okay.
one, each and two, yeah.
Of course. So each one is 2 years old, right? Until 90. And from 91 till 120. 119, to be honest. From 91 till 119. So it has to have حقتان. حقتان, he said, فإذا بلغت 91 إلى 20 و100. If they become 91 until 120, ففيها حقتان توقدت فحلي. So you have to pay now حقتان. So حق is what? حق is 3 years, 2 she camels, 3 years old. Okay. So, and after that, from 120, you now have 120. How will you calculate? Easy now. You said it before. Every 40, you have to pay 1 she camel. فإذا زاد مجموع الإبل عن 120 واحدة وجب فيها 3 بنات لبون. For every single 40, you have to pay 1 she camel 2 years old. So you have 120. 3. You have 130. 3. 140. 3. Until 160. So every 40, you get 160. Now we have how many 40? We have 440. So you have to give 4 camels, 2 years old, right? 180, same 4. 200, now we have 5 40s. 5 40s, so you have to give 5 shekels. Beautiful, easy, right? Now you actually got it, right? This is the half cow. Okay, let's say somebody has cows. Okay, this is the chapter of today. I'm going to finish, as I said, in 5 minutes, inshallah. Cows. Cows, said فتجب فيها الزكاة بالنص والإجماع. الزكاة is actually prescribed if you have cows by 2 things of Sharia. النص means الحديث والإجماع, the consensus. So there's no khilaf, there's no contention among scholars around the zakah of cows. If you have cows, you have to give zakah. But how many cows do you have to have first in order to have zakah? He said, there's a hadith. Let me just say the hadith first. The Prophet ﷺ, he said in this hadith, ما من صاحب إبل ولا بقر لا يؤدي أو ولا غنم لا يؤدي زكاتها إلا جاءت يوم القيامة أعظم ما كانت وأسمنه تنطحه بقرونها وتطأه بأخفافها. حديث صحيح في البخاري ومسلم. He said صلى الله عليه وسلم, no owner of camels or cattle or sheep. Cattle include what? Cows and buffaloes and all of these things, right? And or sheep or and goats who doesn't pay the due zakah, but these animals, camels, cattle, sheep and goats will come on the day of judgment, will come on the day of resurrection, will come to him having more flesh and will gore him with their horns and trample on him with their hooves. So the money that he used to keep would be a reason for his punishment. And everybody loves anything in this dunya more than Allah. It would be a reason for him to be punished by the same thing.
So
You love. Huh?
same animal will come big.
Same animals will come
Bigger.
huge, right? Huge. And their horns are so big and will actually keep on torturing him. And he mentioned that Sallallahu in even the money. And in Quran, in Surah At-Tawbah, Allah said in Surah At-Tawbah, talking about those who have money and they don't give zakah of this money. Right? يوم تكوى بها جباههم وجنوبهم وظهورهم هذا ما كنزتم لأنفسكم. This money will come in the form of what? Blades, hot plates of fire, and will be put on their backs, their faces, their sides, like an iron. Like would be iron. You know when you iron your clothes? It would be like that. Subhanallah. This is actually the reason, and the hadith mentioned that too, right? Subhanallah. So the same thing that you adore more than your love that you're supposed to give to Islam and Allah will be a reason for you to be punished. Subhanallah. You love your wife too much. That might lead you to do something haram. You love your kids too much, lead you to do something haram. Same thing will be a reason for your punishment. And Mu'adh, hadith Mu'adh, hadith Abu Dawud wa Tirmidhi narrated, authentic hadith. He said, the Prophet he sent Mu'adh to which country? Yemen. And he commanded him to take the sadaqah from the zakah from the cows. What is the now nisab? Nisab means what? The minimum amount of cows that if you own, now you would have to pay zakah. Listen, at this amount, no zakah. The minimum amount of cows, 30 cows. 30. If you have 30 cows, tabi'an, right? 30 cows, 30 which has what? 1 year old.
Female.
30, yeah, baqar, right? Actually, it didn't differentiate here, right? Between the tabi'a which has actually 1 year old. 1 year old. He said baqar, he didn't say sheep cow, no, sheep cow, baqar, right? He said if you have 30 cows, if you have 29 cows, 29 cows, no zakah. You have 30, now you start count. You have 30 cows, so you have to give 1 cow. 1 cow which has 1 year, turned 1 year already, and started the next year. So 1 year and 1 day, khalas, it's okay, it's enough, right? And if you have 30 now, you have to give 1 year. You have to give one which is 1 year old, and in the second. If you have 40, said وَمِن كُلِّ 40 مسنة. من كل 30 تبيعا ومن كل 40 تبيعا means 1 year old. Finished, already turned. And من كل 40, if you have 40 cows, you have to give now same one, but مسنة. مسنة, which actually has 2 years. خلاص, right? He said ولا شيء فيما دون 30. There is no zakah if you have less than 30. Why? Hadith, he said the Prophet commanded Mu'adh ibn Jabal when he sent him to Yemen ألا آخذ من البقر شيئا حتى تبلغ 30. He said the Prophet Muhammad commanded me not to take any zakah from the cows until it becomes 30.
What if someone sells just to keep low number?
We're going to come to this point actually. If you just want to make like, what do you call?
Below nisab.
يعني loop hole just to find out this is actually bad intention, right? We're going to come to this point. We're going to come to the details of these things, right? If you want to, sell something, right, to only avoid paying zakah, not for anything else, right? He said here, Musinna has 2 years already. So if you have 40, you have to give one, but has 2 years. Why? Because Hadith Mu'az also said, and he commanded me to take from the 30, 1 tabi'a, 1 year old, and from the 40, 2 years old. If you have more than 40, in every single 30, you have to give 1 tabi'a, which is 1 year old, and in every 40, you have to give 2 years. Easy. So now let me ask you, I have 50 now. What is the zakah of 50?
No, one tabi,
One musin. Because 50 has 140. Okay? You have 60 now. 2 1 year old. Now you have 2 30s. Huh? You got it? You have 60, you have 2 30s. You have 70. 140, 130. Perfect. You have 70, you're going to give 1 year old for 30, and you have 2 years old for 40. Beautiful, right? So that's Islam teaches you also to learn math, right? And also, just know this calculation, right? So you have to actually be good in math this is a zakat, this is baqar. Finish camels and cows. Cows are easy, 30 and 40, right? You have 80, so two means 2 40s, so you have to give 2 cows who are musinna, or means 2 years old. خلاص, right? Subhanallah, and so on and so forth. Just calculate this way. خلاص. You have 45, same one. You have no, it has to be 30 or 40, and you are actually zakat. So, and then we're going to talk inshallah next time about the zakat al-ghanam. Now we're almost 18 minutes. You have any question? We're going to actually, you ask a question actually. Somebody, like before the year, he want to sell to avoid. First of all, there's a rule in Islam. A person is going to be punished by the opposite of his intention. Let me give an example. Somebody he's dying now. He's in the deathbed, and he's married. And he said, "You know what? I'm going to die after a few minutes. خلاص, man, you're going to die now. خلاص, okay. Or he's going to be executed because he committed a crime. Okay. You know what? He looks to his wife. You are divorced. Why? He doesn't want her to get from the inheritance. What would happen? She would inherit him. She's not his wife anymore. She would inherit him.
On what basis?
On the basis of his bad intention.
Who can decide
He has a disease, or he has a disease which is a fatal disease. He has no hope to live. Who decide? Doctors. Those who know around him, who witness. Right? He doesn't have hope to live. No hope for him. Or he's going to be executed tomorrow. Khalas, because he committed a crime, he killed somebody, and tomorrow, khalas, he knows he's going to die. No hope for him to live. Right? So if he does that, he will be punished. Subhanallah. So his wife will get the same share, same portion of inheritance. Right?
by the Hakimul Waqt?
Of course, by the one who knows. And if somebody actually want to do something, security خلاص but I mean, in front of Allah, she deserves or not? Yes, she deserves. She deserves this from that, right? So if somebody has money, and for he has money, you know what? I'm gonna look this. He makes some trick. He has, you know what? Okay, he has 30 cows, and he's gonna say to his wife, "I'm gonna give you one cow as a gift," and she knows she's not a gift. Because if he gives her one cow, what will happen now? How many cows does he have now? And he knows this cow is going to eat it. He give it to his wife, and she knows, okay, I know, yeah, he'll give it. Or he said to his kids, take this money, right? Or take this cow, right, for you as a gift. No, that's not right. Right? Because now you try to actually play smart with Allah Azza wa Jal. You cannot do that, right? So, any other question? Yeah.
For zakat, it needs 1 year. Like if you have in between, after 6 months you have like 10 cows. After 6 months you get another 20 cows. So it's gonna count the same thing?
Okay, this is a good question. The scholar said if the cows that you have came from the cows and you were the kids of the cows that you already started counting, so you would have to give zakat at the end of the year for all, because this is the fruit of it. Right? So you have 40 cows. Those 40 cows brought to you during the year 20 cows. So at the end of the year, 40 cows only would have passed 1 year, and 20 would have passed only 6 months. Would you give zakat for 60 or for 40? For 60. Why? Because the 20 who came to you came from the 40. Other scenario, no. They didn't come from that. Somebody gifted you. Somebody gave you a gift during the year, gave you 20. So this 20 they have nothing to do with the 40. You were given to you from somebody else, or you bought them. So now you can count for them another nisab, another year. So okay, after 6 months you're gonna pay zakat for 40, and after 1 year still you're gonna pay zakat for these 20 that you already got them today, right? But if you wanna make it easy for you, say okay, I'm gonna pay zakat once a year, once. This is voluntarily, once in Ramadan, for example, I'm gonna pay zakat for everything I have. خلاص, you just do that. Whatever you actually give, it's gonna be more sadaqah for you, and mustahab, right? But what is must is, if you just wanna keep for yourself 2-3 times a year to pay zakat, okay, it's up to you. But you have to just make sure that you remember this cow came from this time. It has now 6 months now, right? You got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another question, like if I have a business, like in a camel business.
Yes.
And I'm selling and I'm buying.
Okay.
So it will be count the same way that whenever I'm doing is count on that 30 or 40?
Yeah, you have.
I'm doing business, I'm trading this, I'm selling.
Yeah.
It's growing in my farm and I'm selling those.
Yes, you have it.
Yes.
So this actually will be even dealt as عروض التجارة. Like what? Like you have cars, you have anything products. Every single year you have to make inventory. This is like money now, right? This is like money, right? So you have to give zakah for it. Of course, you have to give zakah for that every single year too, right? Yeah. Any other question? And because we said before at the beginning, the condition for these animals to have zakah is what? Is for this animal to do what?
Feed. If you feed them, no zakat.
Yes, to graze is to graze on its own. No, graze means what? To go to be pasture, to have a land, free land to eat. So you don't even pay money to feed them. But if you pay money to feed them, now the zakah will be given based on what? Based on 2.5%. Because now, if you actually there's no zakah at all if you don't sell, if you don't trade, and if you have 40 cows, but you feed them every day, you buy food and you feed them, you have to pay zakah for these cows? No zakah for these cows. But you have 40 cows, they eat from the land of Allah Azza wa Jalla. You make business. You buy and sell. So every single year you have to do what? Make inventory and to consider these animals as money. Not as animals now. Don't count by 1 or 2 and 3 and 30. No, no, no. These animals now you have 50 cows. So how much the market value of them? Say $100,000. So now I have to pay how much zakat? That's it. You have nothing to do now with the numbers and anything else. This will be counted as cars. You are a dealer and you have cars. You sell and buy in your grocery, anything else. Right? So any question? So, Sure? So, as we promised 25 minutes, we ask Allah Azza to grant all of us the ability to understand the deen of Allah Azza and take it easy, man, and step by step, you will inshallah gain a lot of knowledge. We ask Allah to make us from the knowledgeable ones. Allahumma ameen. Jazakallahu khairan wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa